Welcome back to the basement, everyone. Here to answer the question from our last video, which dealt with the onion soup mix, where I was asking you how much sodium was in the onion soup mix. We saw that there were 570 milligrams in a single serving, which is a tablespoon. You can see up here, 1 tablespoon, seven grams, and that's 24% of your daily allowance of sodium. The 570 milligrams. So what my question was to you is if 570 milligrams is 24%, and I'm going to write that here. I'm going to write a proportion, and this is 570 milligrams is 24%. Then we want to know how many milligrams there are in 100% of your diet, right, of your daily allowance. Okay, and this was based on a 2,000 calorie diet, and I believe I read that it was a 140-pound person that they were looking at for 2,000 calories a day. Okay, so there's a number of ways we can solve this. We can manipulate the proportion in different ways. I like looking at the ratios like this. Why? Because very simply, this is a tough calculation to make, right? If that was 25%, easy peasy, but it's not, it's 24%. So the factor that we have to multiply this by is 4.16 repeating, right? Or 4.2 essentially. But the easiest way to go about this really is over here. We're going to find out not what 100% is, but find out what 1% is. We find out what 1% is, and that will, how many milligrams are in 1%. That's a simple calculation to go from 24 to 1. That's just dividing by 24. And that's what we have here. Remember, fractions or ratios, we can just divide. And that if we know what 24% is, we just divide by 24, we can find out what 1% is. So that's the easiest route to take. Pardon me for a moment. I'm going to use my calculator here, see what we come up with. So let me move this over here to the side. Okay. Do you like my fancy program I have here? It's called Screencastify. It's a new system. So I'm just going with it, and we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think. We'll get through it together, through all the bumps in the road. All right. So we can see here that I just did the math. 570 divided by 24. I should say the calculator did the math. That is 1%. So 1% of your daily allowance of sodium is 23/7500 milligrams. That's 1%. Okay, that's great that we've discovered that, but what the question was how much is 100%? Okay, so what do? We multiply by 100, right? We're going to multiply that total by 100. Okay, to go from 1 to 100%, multiply by 100. You can have 100 times more sodium than this, and you're eating a healthy diet. And there should be some sodium in your diet. There is. In most foods, it's just naturally occurring. So we're going to take 23/7500, multiply that by 100. Okay, notice the decimal point has simply moved over 2 places to the right. So 100% of your daily intake of sodium is 2,375 milligrams. Okay. Simple follow-up question to that. Okay. 2,375 milligrams is equal to how many grams? Okay. How many grams is that? Okay. Remember that there are 1,000 milligrams. That's equal to 1 gram. Can you tell me how many grams of sodium you can have in a day? All right. We'll answer that next time. And until next time, stay happy, stay healthy.